Hello everyone, our lesson today is on adjectives and this is part 5. I have one question for you. The question is, how do we make adjectives from verbs? How do we make adjectives from verbs? So you have a verb and you have to make an adjective from this verb. How? Of course, an adjective is a describing word. A verb is a doing word or a being word. So how do we make adjectives from verbs? The answer is we use the past participle and the present participle as adjectives. We use the past participle and the present participle as adjectives. If you look at this table, to interest is infinitive. What is infinitive? Infinitive is the verb before we change it, or infinitive is the verb before we add anything to it. I repeat, infinitive is the verb before we change it or before we add anything to it. So interested is the past of interest. So interested is not infinitive. Why? Because I add ed to it. So interested is the past of interest. Interested again is the past participle of interest. So if you look here at these two, the past and the past participle look the same. If the verb is regular, the past and the past participle look the same. Present participle has got an ing to it. Present participle has got an ing to it. So the past participle and the present participle are used as adjectives. The past participle and the present participle are used as adjectives. So from the verb to interest, I can make past participle, which is an adjective, and from the verb to interest I can make present participle, which is an adjective. Shall we look at some examples? Yeah. You are interesting to us. So interesting is an adjective. It means you are nice, and this is your quality. So interesting is an adjective of quality, and I put ing to it. You are interested in the film. This means the film is interesting and it makes you interested. So the film is interesting to you, and interesting is present participle, and you are interested in the film. Interested is past participle. So I can say the interested students and I can say the interesting students. I can say the interested students and the interesting students. So the interested students can contact the head office. This means the students who are interested. So interested is past participle and it is an adjective. I repeat, interested is an adjective for students. Interesting is an adjective for students. Interested is an adjective for students, and interesting is an adjective for students. Interested is past participle because it has ed. Interesting is present participle because it has an ing. So the interested students can contact the head office. It means something made the students interested in something. It means something made the students interested. Maybe sport. Sport made students interested. So the students are interested in sport. So if the students are interested in sport, they can contact the head office. So how do I say this in English? The interested students can contact the head office. Interesting means nice, good. So the interesting students means the nice students make our life easy. The interesting friends make our life beautiful. So interesting means nice or beautiful or good. If you look at this one here, of course I am putting, the answers in blue so you can see. If everything is black like this, if I put everything like this black for you, it will be difficult for you to understand because everything is black. So when I use colors, I make learning easy for you. So if I come back here, you can see interested has got ed. This is interested, again ed. And here I have interesting with an ing, interesting ing, interesting ing. Let's look at the first one. The interested students can contact the head office. So interested is past participle, which is an adjective. Why interested is past participle? Because it has ed. Why is it an adjective? Because interested comes before students. The word student is a noun. I use interested before a noun. So interested is what? Is an adjective for the noun students. In English, I can say the interested students can contact the head office, or the students who are interested in sport can contact the head office. Or I can say the students who have an interest in sport can contact the head office. And these three sentences have the same meaning, but I use different language. Here I use past participle, which is an adjective for students, and here I use again past participle, which is an adjective for students, but I add who are. I add who are in sport, and then I add in sport. And here I don't use any adjective, I use an interest, which is a noun. Interest here is a noun. But these three sentences have the same meaning. But our lesson is on adjectives, so interested is past participle because it has an ed. Interested comes before students. Students is a noun, so we have to say interested is an adjective for students. But not all the time adjectives come before nouns. Interested here is past participle, and interested is an adjective for students, but interested comes after the verb. And I explained this in my videos on adjectives. Like, we can put adjectives before nouns, or we can put adjectives after verbs. We can put adjectives before nouns, or we can put adjectives after verbs. So here I put the adjective before nouns, and here I put the adjective after verb or. Let's look at these three sentences now. The interesting students make our life easy. I said interesting is present participle. Why? Because it has an ing. And why interesting is an adjective? Because interesting comes before students. Students, between brackets, is a noun, name. So interesting is an adjective which describes students. So interesting is an adjective. Well, interesting is a present participle which has got an ing, and this present participle comes before a noun, so interesting is the adjective for student. The students who are interesting make our life easy. So interesting again is the adjective for students. The interesting students make our life easy. Again, these three sentences have the same meaning, and I'm showing you how we can use present participle as an adjective. And I repeat again, interesting means nice or good, if you want. I am boring, you can say I am boring, you can say I am bored. So if you say I am boring, it means I do the action and people don't like me. My actions are boring, people don't like me, so I am boring. This is the adjective of quality. So You do things which are boring. You do this action. People don't like me because I don't make them happy. So I am boring means I do the action and people don't like me because I don't make them happy. But if you say I am bored means people do the action to me and people make me unhappy. And this is the end of the video. So you can do more practice on Google. Just type this sentence into Google, interactive exercises on adjectives, and then you can do a lot of exercises on adjectives. So thank you for listening, and please click on subscribe if you like the video and if you want to watch more videos in future. Thank you very much.